We are going to do a bit of silent meditation this morning, get my mind right. I have a special drink here. This is lemon water, lemon, lime, cayenne pepper, not just any cayenne pepper, serious 250,000 heat units cayenne pepper, and honey. Really delicious. It's an excellent electrolyte drink for summertime. The heat out here in the Valley of the Sun will suck the electrolyte. This is just here to make me electric, clean out my kidneys. Drop a comment in the box. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're going to get to some silent meditation. A few announcements. This is my friend Haley. She has herbal biotic. This really cleans the body out. She has many different herbs. I made a video on my YouTube channel about the respiratory formula she has for the lungs for all my friends in Los Angeles. But this has chaparral, lobelia, burdock root, echinacea, pod arco, calendula, grapefruit. Really some pretty powerful herbs. And so I've been taking these since Mexico. She was in Mexico. Let's see, Wi-Fi a little bit glitchy. All right. Got a glitch in the matrix. Detroit in the house. Detroit Rock City, my good buddy. Ted Nugent is called the Motor City Madman. All right, we're going to take herbs. You know, the internet is so funny these days. There's all these know-it-alls because of the information overload. So information is not knowledge nor wisdom. Applied knowledge, right? Testing out knowledge gives you wisdom. And so most people are just talking head. They're a Huberman podcast walking around. And so I've heard all sorts of stuff about herbalism doesn't work. I've been in the herbal business for 2 decades. I worked in the Amazon with some of the strongest herbs on the planet. I've been taking herbs for 35 years, and I have multiple herbalists as my students. They teach on my Knowledge of Self platform. I'm keeping herbalism alive. Herbalism's real, man. Herbs are to nutrition what acupuncture is to massage. It's very strategic, and you don't need a lot, right? This is salad right here. Unique nutrition that you're not going to get in your restaurants with seed oils, with your domestic apple, orange, banana, lettuce, cucumber, tomato. And the tomatoes have almost no flavor in them, much less nutrition. And so I get my nutrition, my micronutrition from herbs and superfoods. I get my macronutrition from ribeyes, liver, right? Bison, lamb, bone broth, chicken soup, stuff like that. But I get my micronutrition from really powerful plants. Even lemon, very powerful, strategic. Not much juice comes out of them, but boy, oh boy, it packs a punch, especially when you look at your kidneys and then you add to it. It really stimulates the blood. And so, again, the internet is full of so much know-it-alls, naysayers, really ignorant, stupid people, to be honest, right? It's like, and this is by design. Psychological warfare is designed to make you stupid, right? And so you want to find someone that can emulate who you want to. Paul Chek's my mentor. He's 64 years old. His cognitive faculties and his intelligence are just incredible. It's like a huge turn on. Like I'm a sapiosexual, right? My biggest turn on is intelligence, right? An intelligent use of intelligence. Watch my video with him on the dark side of God. I just re-listened to it recently on YouTube. Paul Chek, The Dark Side of God with Certified Health Nut. The depth of consciousness will blow you away. And what he says is, according to Wilbur, who's one of the prominent living philosophers and comparative religion studies masters out there. And basically what he's saying is only 2% of the population, right? There's only a handful of people that are the chosen ones, right? And the chosen ones are here to liberate everyone else. But there's only a people that have any type of integrative consciousness, knowing that we're all connected intrinsically, and then work for the greater good and the liberation for all. You know, only a very percentage of people. Most people are just on Maslow's hierarchy of needs at the bottom, and they're struggling for survival. And so, and then you've got all this diversity, inclusion, and libtard programming, and everyone, you know, thinks that they're completely enlightened and they know what's going on. They have no humility, no true intrinsic understanding, and of course, it shows up in their health and their vibrancy, their intelligence, etc. And so, information is not knowledge. So, yeah. Okay, you like salmon? I used to like salmon, but sadly, most of the fish has just been contaminated. So we're gonna get down. Hey, Troy, do you have a recommendation? Good brand of glass bottled spring water, trying to quit plastic bottles. Go to findaspring.com and see if there's a spring near you, and you can buy a big 5-gallon glass bottle and go fill it up. Otherwise, I mean, some of the Italian are okay. I like panna tastes. You just have to find what works for you and test a few things, but you're going to be paying like $10, $15, $20 a gallon for spring and glass. And so, you know, get my machine, the Holy Hydrogen machine. Get the Vitalizer, or the other device that I have from my friend Patrick. It's a handheld structuring device. You can get that. Get reverse osmosis in your house as a bare minimum. It's as if people who doubt these things won't ever explore different persons themselves. Well, and 50% of the American people have chronic disease. So, you know, now people don't want to listen to, oh, there's microplastics here, and then that's all the fragrance and the house cleaners that you have, and the new and improved Tide and the dry sheets, you know, they're all full of chemicals and we're all gonna die. Well, hey guys, like, just do better. How about that? How about we start moving in the direction of, we start living a more natural life, and we stop just contaminating the earth? How about we just inch towards that? Let's start with not contaminating ourselves. And maybe that will spread out, and that'll make a difference in the environment. And then you don't have to hear about, oh, the chemtrails, oh, the pollution, oh, and the brake dust. And then you got to detox and assist the body in its own natural processes by the food that you eat. Because Hippocrates said, let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food, right? And then people are like, oh, herbs don't work, and oh, the body automatically detoxes itself. That's what you have a liver for. What the fuck do you think all these people are obese for? 75% of the people are obese or overweight. What the fuck do you think that is? That's a constipated liver, constipated colon, constipated kidneys. That shit's fucked up. It's all fucked up like pasta primavera. Think about that. Anyhow, like I said, the internet and consciousness has gotten weird. How do I know it? Because I work on the internet. I see what's happening, and I feel it. I feel the craziness. Me just being on it is a little nuts. And so, hence why I'm doing much more meditation right now. And so, So someone's over here selling a Kangen machine. Do you like Dispenza? Joe Dispenza is a good teacher. He's a very good teacher. Anybody who's getting people to meditate? Yeah, I plan on going reverse osmosis next, but waiting. I buy my house. I currently rent. Okay, you can rent reverse osmosis machines from Culligan, I think is a national company. So you can look into that. When it comes to Kangen, I definitely resonate with that product. And it's very expensive. I guess it's a medical grade device. I have a hydrogen machine. I like the research behind it. I like the results. I've had it 3 years. It's a Japanese machine. It's super high quality. It's not made in China. And it's straight hydrogen. And so, and I filter my water before that. I see a lot of people on the machines, and my friend used to clean the Kangen machines. You have to clean them like every 300 gallons or so. My father used to have it. I didn't like the way it tasted. It's the same thing with Mountain Valley spring water. I just don't like the way. And if you're going to have a $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 machine, I'm going to want it to taste great. But that's just me, right? Everyone's different. You want a Kangen machine? Go for it. Can you reverse my vitiligo? Anything on the skin is fungal related, so you want to work with the gut. And sunlight is amazing for the human body. It's the best disinfectant. Grounding. So everything that I teach, right? Ultimately, you want to look at that. The 9 pillars of health. That's a base. Healthy or sick, man, woman, or child, all need the 9 pillars. This is not mine per se. I just collected it into a curriculum that I can teach others what practice. And so the body's made of water. Then it should have, the body's made of 70% water. It's a good idea to have pure water, right? Do the best you can without going neurotic. The more videos I make on water, people have. So get some purified water as best as you can. Your body is made up of minerals from the earth, etc. So it's a good idea to get high quality, naturally grown, right? You can call that organic food, you can call it farmer direct, you can call it grass-fed. Natural food and natural animals in their natural habitat as much as possible. We've contaminated the earth, so you do the best you can. Again, the body needs movement. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. So whether you join a gym or get to a walking practice or do Tai Chi or live in the mountains and walk uphill all the time, it doesn't matter. Body needs to move. Body needs to sleep. We're wired with the celestial realm, and our hormones, our endocrine system is wired to your sleep. You want to boost testosterone? People, what do you got for testosterone? Oh, you can't increase your testosterone. You need to inject steroids. You need TRT, Troy. You know anything about, you're not a doctor. You need TRT. TRT is like going to the supermarket. You no longer have to hunt and gather, do you? Well, you should go to the stock store, injection store to get your drugs to shoot your hormones. Troy, you don't know anything. I'm 60 years old this year. I live without steroids, okay? So if I can live without steroids, others can live without steroids. Now, if you're on TRT, I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just telling the youth, 20s, 30s, 40s, you can do it a different way. There's another way to do it. Not only me, I have Paul Chek, same thing, and then his 65,000 students. All of them probably are off steroids and synthetics, but a large portion of them are. Michael Holt from Savage and Saint, go follow his work. Excellent man, knows his shit. He's a beast. Thank God he meditates, because he'd fucking otherwise kill somebody. Right? He's awesome, and he knows his shit. And you don't need steroids to live in the modern world. Your testosterone's dropping. What about your sleep? Are you getting to bed early enough with the sun? Right? Oh, it doesn't work, and natural stuff doesn't work. Try to get to bed earlier. What's your lifestyle? What type of legacy are you leaving? Working in a job that you hate? That you cause problems and you have to stay up late? Well, could that be up for review? Are you living a purpose-driven life? Are you a victim? Oh, I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Last time I whatever the old mind can focus on, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So you can break out of wherever you're at and create and live, dream the impossible dream, and live the way that you want to live and contribute instead of potentially being a victim of your circumstances. And listen to me, I'm not trying to say that life's easier, it's simple if you just do the things I say. Life is fucking difficult. I don't give a shit how you slice it, right? Life is challenging. This is what the Earth School is about. It's designed to challenge you, no matter if you're living on purpose. The thing about living on purpose, or like me making content, and I see influencers and people, they start, oh, I'm going to start a supplement company. I'm going to start a supplement company. Why? There's not a lot of good supplement companies out there, number one. Number two, there's a handful of them out there. Why don't you just promote them? Why do you have to start a new company with new plastic crap and some formulator that works for 50 other companies, right? Why don't you produce something? Why don't you sell something that's already good? Do we need more shit out there? Because most people get into the market, they don't know what they're doing. And then they're like, well, I'm just going to start a wellness company. Well, sounds good. It's a trending, okay? Let's just jump in there. And so, but people don't have that gas. They don't have that long. Where are you going to be in 5 years? I'm going to be right here, certified health nut. Woo! Here to liberate the people, right? If you ask, man, and it's just another business idea, I'm going to dust you. I'm going to leave you in the dust. Because I don't do this for my business. I'm good in business because I'm here to get her done, right? I'm here to get the world healthy. I've become good in business, and business has become my spiritual practice. However, certified health nut and all the little business activities you have, it's not about my business, right? It's not about my business. I'm here to get the world healthy. It's my mission, And being myself, that's like the easiest thing in the book, right? I have plenty of challenges in business. Plenty. Roadblocks all over the place. Where's those roadblocks coming from? My head, right? I'm the producer of my own blocks. So we go back to the manifestation principle and just push through, right? Can you help me reverse my vitiligo? The answer is you help yourself. And I definitely have technology to assist you in that process. I get my hair back naturally. Getting it back naturally, you can try like hell. I'll tell you that. And everything I teach holistically is going to help you in every aspect of your life. But reverse us, I don't know. I like the OMS. And rosemary oil is known to help with hair color and hair growth and stimulate hair growth. So you can try like hell. Eat a lot of reds, make sure that you're eating your greens. All these things help, but getting your hair back naturally, that's to be determined. I would definitely go on an anti diet and flush the system out and keep eating clean. And whatever you learn from eating clean in an antifungal diet will translate into all aspects of your life. So master growing your hair back, you will have vitality, you'll be able to accept yourself, etc. My beard is getting gray. When I started growing my beard out for ripped at 50 and all that about 6 years ago, it was still pretty dark. And I just gave off a faux hawk, and this is pretty gray. And I'll be 60 this year. So here's Ash. We're all gonna die. So that's a good thing to meditate on. Like, what is the legacy that you're gonna leave? What is the Genghis Khan stake in the ground on the top of Mount Everest? What's that going to look like, right? What is your desire? What do you truly love to do? So can you grow your hair back? You can try like hell. In the meantime, you'll get healthy as hell, right? Or healthy as heaven. And if you're here to leave a legacy, the Genghis Khan flag top of the Jesus Christ mountain, Mount Everest, etc., then you're going to need your health. You're going to need vitality. You're going to need your energy, right, to do that. And so if you're shooting drugs and all that stuff, I highly doubt that level, like shooting steroids and peptide stuff, I highly doubt the level of consciousness that gets you to inject your body with synthetics, expecting certain outcomes that don't have an effect. That isn't the highest level of understanding natural law or the Hermetic code. And so I think you'll be running away from consciousness as opposed to running towards consciousness, running towards as opposed to running towards enlightenment. And so there's all varying degrees, and enlightenment's not the path of everyone. So I don't want to come off like some kind of elitist, but a lot of people that follow me, the spiritual knowledge, right? And I'm not trying to say that I'm God's gift to spiritual knowledge, but I've walked the path for a little while, right? I'm on the path. It's hard to get off the path, even though I've had a lot. That's why I'm meditating. I'm back on that, right? My challenges. And so I hope that makes sense. Can I grow my hair back naturally? Yes, you can try like hell. Should I take and spirulina? I like chlorella and spirulina. In fact, I'm in the business of that. And I've been taking it for the better part. I started taking it when I was modeling. There was a called Earthrise out of Marin County, California. And their bottles of spirulina were not cheap. And so now I've just sourced it with a company that, you know, I get it in bulk and it's in a lot of their product, highest quality. Because not all cracked chlorella and spirulina is good quality. You got to watch it. And so you want good herbs and superfoods? Do business with me. I guarantee everything. Pure efficacy, integrity. We test everything from 37 times from seed to package. And so I will love to earn your business. If you're watching me and hearing my voice, I will love to earn your business, transform your life, have you feel the best felt in your life. I save you time and money at the grocery store, etc. And so with the best nutrition that I've been able to find on the market, I've been working with it for 11 years. So I will love to earn all of your business and help you save time and money at the grocery store. And so I'm doing everything healthy, but still have vitiligo and hair loss and low testosterone. Okay, IK personal training. Have you downloaded my 9 pillars of health? Have you done that? Because that's got all the basics that are in, and there's no need for the fancy stuff until you've covered the basics. Vitiligo, anything that is on the skin is gut related, so you have to clean up gut. If you have been injected with, you know, the question is, did you get the Schmovid quaxine? Did you get that? That's like a big deal. And then, did you get other quaxines? Did you get quaxines as a child? How many? Have you been on antibiotics? These types of things. Are you living near a cell phone tower? Does your house have mold in it? These are the deeper questions. What is the environment that you're living in? When was the last time, you know, you cleansed out the body? You also look at albumin levels and how you take care of yourself. And so, and an antifungal diet is imperative if you have something like vitiligo. You can read Doug Kaufman's book, The Fungal Link. All right, well, let's get some, guys. What is the best way to test your house for mold? You can get, IK personal training, what's your name, bro? You can download it from my website, certifiedhealthnut.com. I've got a bunch of free stuff over there. CertifiedHealthNut.com. CertifiedHealthNut.com. The 9 pillars of health. Everybody do that. Put it up on your refrigerator. A checklist. I have ankle pain. How can I help it? Well, Jeanette, saying I've got ankle pain, it's like, how'd you get it? You know, where's it from? When I assess clients, I look at all their diet and lifestyle factors. So, but if you got ankle pain, I don't know, you could have twisted it. I can't go back in time and untwist, but you can take a hot Epsom salt bath. How do you find out if your apartment has mold? You can get it professionally tested. You can get it professionally tested, but don't buy a mold test from someone who does remediation. I would work with your landlord first and see if they are sensitive to it at all. I have the best landlords, and I think they're sensitive to mold, so they've had to deal with that. I have a very safe environment. I got vaccines as a kid, didn't get the Schmovid one. My baby got some because women are all scared and follow medical advice from experts. Yeah, I get you, Troy. I totally understand. That's why I advocate for men to really understand birthing and fertility and to be the best advocate for their child and their woman. Educating yourself on childbirth and the business of birthing and what happens in the hospital, etc., is a good idea because they will railroad you with all sorts of stupid stuff. And ultimately, you really don't need a hospital unless it's an emergency. And then you got to keep them, you got to hire a doula to really help you because they start tossing this language around and acting like God. And really just, again, it's the blind leading the blind. And so I was fortunate enough to have my daughter in the hospital and the ICU unit, but wanted me to sign all sorts of papers, and I was like, go fuck yourself. And so you know who my daughter is, you know who I am, there's not going to be any medical malpractice in here. Don't inject her with anything. We latched her onto mommy, got Dodge. My whole objective is stay away from the state and state-run doctors. That's just my personal opinion. Hey, Lucas. Okay, Lucas. I got you, bro. Send me a DM. Just visit CertifiedHealthNut.com and download the free 9 Pillars guide. Put the checklist up on your refrigerator and then check that off each day and just kind of give you a mental note. And then read the fungal link by Doug Kaufman to understand the gut. And I would start rotating things like cayenne, garlic, golden seal. You can do some cleanse and detox protocols. I have a great program, The Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. I recommend people do it twice a year. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed. I've helped over 55,000 people. I mean, you're amazing when you reset your gut and reset the body. And so I would love to absorb all your knowledge and become an ultimate health. Well, you don't need to be a cyborg, bro. You just need to be the beautiful human being that you are, right? And turn on all the electricity for that. And so, I'm sorry, my service cut out. Did you mention how to test your house for mold? Yeah, I mean, you want to get a professional in there to really understand that, but I would work with your landlords first and see where they're at. If they are callous to the subject, then if you find it, you're going to have to move out because they're not going to fix it really. If they're not willing to work with you in that. You can also start visible signs, watermarks, anywhere on the ceiling or the walls. I think Home Depot may have some test kits, but there's mold in the environment. It's the Strachobotrytis and the Gillis penicillium that you want to work with. But you know what? Somebody just asked me to tag on that video. I asked them to collaborate. I did a video yesterday, and they asked to collaborate. They're called True, TRU, Organic Restoration. They're out of Houston. You can contact them. and see what they say. But call and find a professional mold remediation, not a remediation company, somebody to test. If they sell remediation services, then they're designed to like, oh, here's the test. This is what all the blood tests and the genetic tests on the internet's trying to get you to do, right? Take our test. Oh, here's what's wrong with you, and buy $10,000 worth of our shitty supplements and synthetic peptides. Basically, that's what 100x situation's doing out there. Super duper, suprahuman, 10x, 100x, bulletproof. This is what all these commercial biohacking, health, any kind of these big business, these Facebook advertising, things are doing, right? They're like, here's your problem, and then we have the solution. Is their solution good for you? I don't know. I have clients that come from there and say they wasted $10,000, $5,000, $3,000. They got all these supplements and they're all synthetic garbage, right? Marketing works. Lo and behold, this is the world that we have. Go natural, baby. Go natural on everything is my humble opinion. Austin Kramer, there you go. All fear and then the sales pitch. Don't get me wrong. Look, I'm in marketing as well. I'm trying to help people as much as possible, but I'm competing with liars, cheaters, and scammers and fraudsters. And look, don't buy any of my products ever. Just go out in the sun, get some grounding, find some pure water, find some pure food, buy from direct, vote with your dollars, move your body, go to sleep at a good hour, right? Love your kids, be grateful for what you have, forgive everything else, figure out your legacy and what your purpose is. Do the things that bring you joy out of your own heart, right? Write your eulogy. Figure out my legacy method, write your eulogy. If that's too much work, what's gonna say on your tombstone, right? What's your mom gonna say if you die, right? This is the life my son lived, my daughter lived, right? This basic fundamental principles. You're in relationship with everyone and everything. It's a good idea to be grateful for stuff and then forgive people that have harmed you, right? These are fundamental principles. You're breathing. It's a good idea to open up your diaphragm, retrain the biomechanics of your breathing, right? It's a good idea. Okay? You just got everything for free right there. Boom. Find us on YouTube later. It'll be free. Not to mention a website for free, right? I've got some good organic food for you. You want to buy that? You want to become one of my customers and get it from our farms directly to your house? Thank you so much. You want to buy my book? You want to support my work? You want to buy my book? Buy my organic nutrition products? Great. You want to buy some of Haley's herbs? You're going to support your own bloodstream and you're going to support her. She's a plastic-free company as well. She's got plastic-free herbal capsules right here. Okay, I recommend that. You want to some blue blockers so that you're not staring at the screen and it's fucking with your hormones all the time. Okay, go to Raw Optics. You can get the. I'm sure I have a code. You could save a little percentage. Health Nut, something like that. Great. Do business with me. Don't do business with me. Doesn't matter. I'm here to help people, no matter what. No matter what. The liberation of all human beings, including this guy. Okay? So if I've got something to help, great. If you like my videos, great. Right? I'm over here just entertaining myself, right? My soul is walking through the earth plane itself, right? And so, anyways, I'm getting a little bit sideways, but I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. There's so much shit out there. Hey, Maria Jennings, good to see you. I'd like to know how his opinion on Brian Johnson. Well, most of the commercial conduits have a death wish, and his program called Don't Die. How about live with vitality, right? I'm not into it. What's your opinion on the health billionaire Brian Johnson? This is the way I take the Bruce Lee quote. Study with everyone, including the bum in the alley drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, right? That's nutrition to that guy. So you can learn something. You can learn like, oh, Don't do that. Or what did he do in his life? Get him in that position, right? Because we're all in the same boat, right? And a lot of people are dealing with fentanyl, and they got a surgery on pain pills, and then they couldn't get the pain pills anymore, so they started, sucking dick on the street corner for some fentanyl. Right? So you can study with everyone, learn, and that's the problem with the homeless situation right now. It's all of our problem, right? But that's what happens, and it can happen to you. So let's not chastise and judge too much. But the fact of the matter is you can learn from any, right? Even Brian Johnson. I can learn what not to do. If I want to look like that guy, he looks like a vampire. He's scared of the sun. Sun, I'm sun god. In fact, I got the shirt. Sun God's California. And so I like the sun. I like what it does to my body. I get out in the sun, it pops my muscles. Yay! Right? And so I get some sun. I like the sun. He doesn't like the sun? Okay, that's not my problem. But I don't get that. And then his food is a science project. I don't want a fucking science project. Give me a fucking ribeye, right? Give me some liquid sunshine, 2 scoops of wheatgrass and spirulina, and I'm happy, right? I don't want to do a science project for every fucking thing and stick electrodes up my butt and figure out all my metrics. Who gives a shit? Look in the fucking mirror. Do you like what you see? Look in the toilet bowl. Do you like it? Yes, no, maybe? Okay, well then fucking change something. What's your opinion on sunscreen? I don't wear that shit for decades. Decades, I don't wear that stuff. Addiction is a beast anyone can succumb to. That is correct. And most people are addicted to these machines. What are you studying in terms of health? What do you mean, what am I studying? I'm studying my fucking self. What are you, new? No, sorry. I jest. I love Shrek's mom. Okay, I jest. But I've been studying health and nutrition and herbalism and exercise science and breathing mechanics and yoga and qigong and Chinese medicine and classic Chinese medicine and 35 years, and fasting and juicing and whatever I study. And I don't like to read that much anymore because I'm integrating. I have books all around here. Here's something I study. I'm integrating what I've learned over the years. Most people just go from one book to the next, one ayahuasca ceremony to the next. Is the plants in my local environment. Right? This is my own book that I created. This plant is good for puncture wounds and infections. Ooh, there's rosemary. It's good for gynecological issues. Yeah, that's one book. Here's another book. You know anything about freedom? This is the Sovereign's Handbook. You know anything about real freedom, medical freedom, global power structures, New World Order, the oligarchy, dawning of the corona age, navigating the pandemic. I should say plandemic. Louise Hay's book. This is a good reference book to have. It's always good. So, and I've got books. I got a book on dry fasting. I got a book on marketing. Here's my buddy Tony Mengna. Poems for the Journey. A Call for Peace. Tony Mengna. It's all poetry. But like I said, I'm not really a consumer of content right now. I'm a creator. It's a different animal. And, I'm 60 this year, so I'm integrating what I learned. Should I take chlorella, spirulina only as a powder, or are capsules work? Anywhere you can get high quality, chuck it down your neck and see what happens. But that's just nutrition. You need nutrition every day. Lucas, just send me a DM and somebody from my team will help reach out to you and we'll get you all set. Here in the States, I'll get you set up with my products. They'll change your life forever. Do your legs ever go numb in that position? Sometimes. Give me your average daily menu you eat, breakfast and dinner. Oh, Stanley. I've done videos like that before. The thing is I fast on liquids most of the day. High quality nutrients, bioavailable. Lemon, lime, cayenne, and honey. All right, we're going to get a few minutes of meditation. O. Stanley is the dude's name, his moniker over here on YouTube. That's perfect. Oh, Stan. People want to know what I eat. Doesn't matter what I eat. It's what you can eat and digest. I eat my organic superfoods, the sunshine. I have pre-digested amino acids derived from non-soy based, very high quality. I usually eat those. Those help me with my restricted fasting, my juicing. I have some raw milk. I have some other superfoods company from my superfood store. Epigenius family, which is good for the gut. I have some high quality raw cheeses. I have a ribeye, chicken soup, lamb soup with lamb bone broth with some type of stew last night. That's what I had for dinner. I eat pickled pineapple, pickled kimchi. That's what I eat. I eat super high quality stuff. Not a lot of calories. All right, let's get some meditation in, guys. We did a lot of talking today. You know what? I could literally talk and teach forever. In fact, I do that, right, on my Legacy Method program. And in my Knowledge of Self University, I have an online community, and I'm over there teaching all the time. And so are my students and my coaches. So if you want to learn more, come over to the community, Knowledge of Self University. It's on my website, certifiedhealthnut.com. And still here over 8 years now. Awesome, Your Majesty. That's great. So I've been on the internet for almost 20 years now. 20 years, 2 decades. So love it. You'll see influencers come and go, right? I've been in front for 35 years, and I love talking and teaching about holistic health, natural medicine, herbal medicine, exercise science. I'm going to the gym after this, and then I'm taking my daughter. She's got a ballet recital. My daughter is amazing. Okay. We're going to close the eyes. I'm going to give a little bit of tutelage and direction. That way we don't have to talk about meditation. We're going to get about 20 minutes in. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to focus on the breath coming in through the nose and going out through the nose. This is a meditation on what is. This is reality, right? Eventually you can feel sensations. The breath in, cool, going out, hot. Tingling sensation, numbness, lightness, heaviness on your shoulders. Ultimately, that sensation that you feel in the tip of the nose, you're focusing on the breath coming in and out of the nose. This sharpens the mind. Then from there, you can feel the sensations, and then the sensations ultimately are all over the body, right? The atmosphere, the air conditioning on my skin, my legs are sitting on my knees. I can feel the pillow on my butt. I can feel on my hair. I can feel the waistband here. Sensations are going on all over the body. From the tip of the head, from the top of the head to the tip of the toes. And so, close your eyes. Find a good position so your spine can be straight. And we're breathing in through the nose. As a silent witness, we're witnessing the breath. Then from there, we can feel the sensations all over the body. From the tip of the nose to the top of the head, tips of the toes. We're scanning the body for the sensations in the body, giving ourselves permission to feel our things, right? The subconscious and the unconscious mind is always in touch with the sensations of the body, with the breath. The question is are we aware? So this is an insight meditation, mindfulness meditation, silent meditation. If the mind wanders, just gently bring the attention back. The wanders for long periods of time, you're like, oh, how did I get here? Gently bring your attention back. Pay attention to the breath coming in and out of the nose or the sensations of the body, your choice. Meditation on what is. This is reality as it is. Do your best not to react. Be equanimous. Don't move. Be equanimous, balanced. Neither an aversion towards the sensations or a craving. I want good sensations. I don't like this pain in my leg. Right? Just let that go. Just a silent witness. Silent witness. Observing the sensations of the body. We'll go in for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. beings find peace. May all beings find harmony. May all experience compassion, goodwill. May all beings be happy, be peaceful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you got a little something out of that. So, hope that inspired you guys for the day. So, I appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't share these on my my Instagram. They're on my YouTube channel, and so everything's on my YouTube channel, but I don't leave it on my main Instagram channel. It's either on my backup channel or it's somewhere else on YouTube. All right, God bless. See you soon.